Rockets. At forward, Eric Gordon. At guard, Kipper.
Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and let's go.
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin,
that was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jalen Green.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Jayshawn Tate out there with Christian Wood. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And looking at the Nets, we've got Brown. Andre Drummond is out there with Durant. Then it's Curry. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Curry. Pass to KD. Porter against Curry. Back to KD. Shot clock at 5. Drummond sets the screen for Durant. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
And you can't forget about the fancy dunking ability of Drummond. He just knows how to do some special things when he gets up in the air.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And don't get in Drummond's way when he's going for a rebound. He said he had to rough up a teammate for stealing his board.
Yeah, Greg, well, that's his bread and butter. Take a word of advice. Let the big man.
KD against Gordon. Outside for Curry. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
If you're the D, you got to be more wary. Curry is ready to shoot once he catches it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Gordon missing.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
It's Durant on the wing. Tate covering. Pass to Brown. Back to KD. Brown sets a screen for Durant. Outside Curry. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Porter kicks to Tate. And they get it, and it's sent back by Drummond.
He knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Aldridge with a screen on Schroeder. To the middle. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control in this game.
And here are the Rockets now.
All right.
Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
They just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
Shooting for Houston.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mills finds Dragic. Back to Mills. The kick out to Dragic. The pass to Mills. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster wants to lead here early on. A lot of this is due to the game plan.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finish.
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hand.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
Christian Wood.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets, Jason Tate out there with Wood, and it's Green. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Matthews in at the small forward position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Irving kicks to Curry. Off target from three-point range. Rockets trail by 7. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Porter looking it over. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Nets leading by 5. Left side, Irving. Sharp, the pass to Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And if you want to get your money's worth as a spectator of this game, you want to see Kyrie on the floor. Man knows how to put on the show.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Mills is checked in. Both free throws good for Irving.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And it's Gordon missing.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Irving passes to Claxton. Irving against Porter. Mills in the corner. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Gordon against Durant. Three-pointer. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Eric Gordon.
He's a guy that maybe used to go to the cup a little bit more, but now he shoots over half his shots from 3. No sleep on him. He'll still drive the finish one.
Thanks for the great interview, David.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference. And Shaq, how often do these regular season rankings translate to the... All right, now let's focus on the first half. Encourage... And that about wraps it up. And
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Seth Curry is out there with Irving. Then there's Bruce Brown. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's KD in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving against Porter. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up off the glass. Well, for a lot, Chris, the mid-range shot has fallen out of favor in the past decade or so. Do you think that trend will go the other way at some point?
Well, let's talk about it, Kevin. The mid-range shot didn't fall out of favor with champions. Golden State, don't they shoot mid-range? Oh, yeah, they did. Toronto, didn't they shoot mid-range? I think so. Let's see, who was before that? The Bronze team? Cleveland, Miami, did they shoot mid-range? Yeah. So I just want to change that statement and narrative. Everyone, check it out. Winners, they have mid-range games. Those that don't have any mid-range games, they haven't won a championship.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Brooklyn. The Rockets also changing it up. Matthews, he's checked in for Gordon. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Porter. And here's KD for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Schroeder passes to Green. Here's Tate. Out to the right wing. Goes up the baseline. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Dragic with it. Now Green defending. Here's Drummond. Good D by Wood. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Andre Drummond. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Thomas checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Mills in for Seth Curry. And Matthews kicks it over to Schroeder.
Stay there.
Lots of room. And the jumper is good. Schroeder's got his first bucket of the night.
The D has to be better guarding Schroeder. I mean, come on, he's a capable shooter from the mid-range.
Over to the wing. Here's Claxton. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Nets lead by 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
It's Martin on the wing. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Nets leading by 3. And Mills kicks to Thomas. Passes to Dragic. Here's Claxton. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Down low, here's Martin, and the layup falls. Martin's got his first 2 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets out in front. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big man. That was just a pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Rockets. Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Jayshawn Tate out there with Wood, and it's Porter in at point. Shot clock at 2. Here's Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Griffin's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Porter passes to Wood. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, terrific poise from Wood. Good work in an important stretch of the game. They needed that bucket.
It's Durant on the wing. And the 3-ball is good. And the Nets lead by 4.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Back to KD. Green with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Porter. Here's Wood. He's covered by Irving. Wood with the bucket.
Effective use of the mid-range. Wood's a guy who can knock down jumpers.
Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And here's KD for 3. Durant with another miss. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And for Houston, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets to take the lead. Then it goes down 2 points.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Oh, yeah, they're expanding a ton of focus and energy at the offensive end, but at the defensive end, it is just the opposite.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Rockets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear Steve Nash talking to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make some shots.
Pass to Wood. Back to Schroeder. 36 seconds left in the game. Got it!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Irving dishes to Brown. Irving kicks to Brown. On the wing, Irving. Started by Schroeder. 6 to shoot. A baseline J. And here's Brown outside. Misses the tray. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Come on, everybody. We got T-shirt for everybody.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. So they foul intentionally.
Get loud for your Brooklyn Nets. Show them why we're the best fans in the NBA. Let's do this. Get loud, everybody.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
When he's healthy, Gordon is extremely effective. Incredible scorer who fills up the stat sheet.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And it's going to come down to a 3-point attempt. I mean, what a huge moment to come through at the line.
Irving from long range. He's off from 3. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
His first foul. Third team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. They seem